This class is brought to you by the LA Care and Blue Shield Promise Community Resource Centers. The centers are a place to help you be active, healthy, and informed. We hope you enjoy this virtual class.
Hi, my name is Sonia Guzman. Thank you for joining me for this week's Healthy Cooking class. For the past several weeks, we have talked about different nutrition and health topics to help you achieve your health goals. Today, we are going to take all of that information and provide you with quick tips that you can use to continue on your health goals. We are also going to be preparing 2 recipes that include foods from the majority of the food groups and result in a well-balanced meal. We are going to be preparing a delicious albóndiga or meatball soup with tons of vegetables and a vegetable turkey wrap. So I invite you now to come closer to get a better understanding of the tips that we are going to be talking about today. Let's start by talking about our plates. Nowadays, most of us eat off of big plates. Since the 60s, the surface area of dinner plates has increased by roughly 36%. In fact, dinner plates that used to measure around 7 to 9 inches, such as this one that measures 9, are now measuring anywhere from 11 to 12. Now this one here measures 10, and so the dinner plates of today are actually even bigger than that, and you can already see the difference between the plate that measures 9 inches and the plate that measures 10. So imagine the difference between a plate that measures 9 and one that measures 12. And when we go to restaurants and we order a salad, sometimes salads can actually come in plates that are the size of this bowl. And so the size of this bowl is clearly a lot bigger than the size of the 9-inch plate. Now, why is this information important? Because with the size of the dinner plate, portions have also increased, and with portions, the amount of food that we end up eating. In time, this can translate to obesity and other health problems. So what can we do to ensure that we are following healthy eating guidelines? We can switch to a smaller plate and smaller portions. Research has shown that if we switch to the smaller plates, we can eat up to 22% less. In the span of 1 year, that can mean up to an 18-pound weight loss. For some people, that might be a goal, while for others, it could be the start of a path towards health. Along with eating on smaller plates, we can also make sure that we listen to our bodies. It might take time for us to get used to feeling satisfied with a smaller amount of food, so we have to make sure that we listen to our own cues. If we are tempted to go back for seconds, is it because we are still hungry, or is it because we are in the habit of eating larger portions? If it's hunger, can perhaps a glass of water do the trick? And if it's not hunger, then we can make the decision to stop eating. Another step that we can take towards health is to make sure that we use measuring spoons and measuring cups and that we are reading labels when figuring out our portions. A serving size is a standard amount of food. It could be a cup, such as this one. It could be ounces, or it could even be a tablespoon, such as this one here. These can help us when choosing foods and when comparing items while shopping. These are different from the portion recommendations that are available for us to use to decide how much of a certain food we are going to eat. Now, let's talk about that term, the term portion. What does it mean? The term portion means how much of a food we are served or how much we eat. A portion size can vary from meal to meal. For example, at home, our portion of soup could be a big bowl, while at a restaurant, it could be a cup. Or at home, we might serve ourselves 2 small pancakes, while at a restaurant, we may get a large stack of 3. So remember, portion and serving size are not the same. We need to make sure that we are reading labels and using them to calculate our portions, and that we plan how many calories we are going to eat. And if you decide to eat out, ask for a takeout container ahead of time, and only eat what would be considered a healthy portion based on your goals and nutritional needs. And lastly, don't forget to vary your diet to make sure that you give your body all of the nutrients that it needs. These include carbohydrates, protein, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats. And stay away as much as possible from those that it doesn't need, such as refined sugars, saturated fats, and trans fats. So those are the tips that we have to help you stay on your path towards health. Now, stay with me as we go into our next segment. Let me show you how to make albondiga vegetable soup and turkey veggie wraps. And so with that, we've reached the end of our healthy cooking class. Remember to use the tips that you learned today to prepare well-balanced and nutritious meals. Thank you so much for joining me. We look forward to seeing you virtually again next week and at one of our resource centers as soon as we can. Until then, stay active, healthy, and informed.